gentlemen, welcome to Buckeye Valley High School for today's match between Greater Columbus and your hometown Delaware Rising Football Club. We appreciate your attendance at today's match, especially because it is a scorcher today. We're excited to have you as we continue our playoff push for the 2022 campaign. If you have some friends and family that couldn't make it today, or people that just wanted to chill inside because it is hot, we do have a stream so they can watch all the action. It is live streamed on the Delaware Rising YouTube channel, so send them the link. And we do have our lovely commentator today, Dan the Man, so he's going to be breaking down all the plays as you are watching this stream. We're looking forward to an exciting match. Let's get this show on the road. I'm going to toss you our starting lineups for your Delaware Rising team very quickly. First, Nick Manivolowski. Landon Koo. Evan Worley. A lot of fans there. Yes, I would cheer for him too. Colin McComb, leading scorer for our Delaware Rising squad. Nathan Schwalek. Mason Morris. Ryan Miller. Seth Barrett. Ryland Owens. Rob Comstock. And the man between the posts, Tanner Masters. Our squad is coached by head coach Tyler Treadway and assistant coach Chris Stoll. All right, now we've got that all taken care of. Let's watch some soccer. Please direct your undivided attention to center field so our officiating crew can get our match underway.
Good evening, Delaware Rising fans. Thanks for turning out today. Thanks for watching the stream. If you're here in person, we're glad to see you. If you chose not to make the trip out here just because of the weather, it's a little steamy, so I can't say I blame you. But thanks for tuning in. We're just maybe a moment or two away from the start of the match. So thank you for tuning in. In case you don't recognize me, I am not Andrew. My name is Dan White, and I am doing commentary for the first time. So bear with me if things seem a little bit haphazard. But once again, thanks for tuning out. Thanks for tuning in. And let's hope for a Rising win today. So both teams are lined up. We are just waiting for the ref's whistle. And at that point, we will start the match. So we are underway. So Seth Barrett passes it over to Schwalek. Schwalek up to Miller. Comstock faces a little bit of trouble. Gets it over to Ryland. Passes it back to Masters. Passes it up through the midfield. A good run. Up the side. Good pass in the middle, but looks like it would have been offside, but the goalie keeps it. No trouble there. Quick out pass. Hits the ball up. Ooh. A strong kick right into the head of the of the forward, but no trouble for Kayla, or no trouble for Masters. Punts it forward. A quick foul called on number 19, Robbie Comstock. That'll give Greater Columbus their first free kick of the day. Kick into the box. Caught easily by Masters. Kuhn passes back to Masters, who passes up to Ryland Owens. Picked up by Delaware. Good pass forward. A little bit of back and forth action so far. Good pass up to Manivolovsky. Takes it up the side. Ooh, a good cross into the middle, but it is punched away by the keeper. Reaches the foot of a Greater Columbus player, and they will try to work their way out of the back. Delaware putting up a little bit of pressure early on. Like to see that. Good intercept. Good shot into the middle by number 17. Easily picked up by the keeper. Ooh, a good pass into the middle. Knocked away by the defender, though, out of bounds, and that'll be a throw-in for Greater Columbus. So good job by the Delaware back line to knock that ball out of bounds. Cross into the middle, headed away easily by number 24, Landon Kuhn. Pass into the middle, no trouble for the Delaware defense again. Another pass into the box, knocked out for a corner kick. That'll be a corner kick for the first time today for Greater Columbus. Number 17 will line up to take it. Pushes it into the box. Ooh, off of the crossbar and cleared out by Delaware. Good defensive play. Not out of danger yet. Tries to pass it out. No luck there. Good stop again. Cross into the middle. Ooh, bit of miscommunication by the Delaware back line, but ultimately no harm done. The ball will be kicked out for another corner kick, this time from the opposite side. Bit of early excitement so far. Second corner kick. Number 17 lines up to take it. Into the middle again. Ooh, into the middle, cleared out. Another good stop by the Delaware defense. Cleared out. Good job to clear the danger. Back to the keeper. Passes it out. Ooh, defender nearly had his pocket picked. Masters comes up, knocks it away, out of danger. And that'll be out for another Greater Columbus throw in. Kuhn gets it, passes it forward. Ooh, tried to put a through ball in, didn't quite get it. Knocked away by the Greater Columbus defender. Headed out of bounds for another Greater Columbus throw in. Tries to throw a ball into the box, doesn't quite get it. Rolled out by Masters. Over to Kuhn. Kuhn carrying it through the midfield. Passes it into the middle. Still fighting. Good pressure by Delaware, and that'll be out for a Delaware throw-in. Kuhn throws it into Owens. Owens tries to feed it forward. Doesn't quite get it. Kuhn. Forward to number 10, Evan Worley. Out for a Columbus throw-in. Ooh, good sliding tackle by number 19, by Robbie Comstock. Over to Kuhn. Ooh. Foul called on number 3 for Greater Columbus. That'll be a Delaware free kick from near the touchline, about halfway between the touchline and the edge of the box. Looks like it's Worley and Kuhn lined up to take the free kick. Looks like it'll be Evan Worley. Free kick into the middle. Ooh, knocked away by the defender. Number 16, Ryan Miller, takes a shot. No trouble for the keeper. We are in the 10th minute so far. A couple of exciting plays, but nothing of real consequence so far. Ball into the midfield. Comstock has a little bit of trouble handling it. Ball through the middle to number 17. Ooh, and it is called offside. We have a substitution for Delaware Rising. Max Deckup coming on for Robbie Comstock as we get play back underway. Schwalk carrying the ball. Passes it forward into a sea of defenders. Columbus trying to contain the ball. Passes it back. Tries to go forward, right into the feet of Worley. Pass forward into the box. Ooh. Looks like it is a foul called. It is inside the box, but it will not be a penalty kick. So dangerous spot. A good place for Delaware to try and convert. See if they can make something happen. Ooh, shot. Tried to take a shot right into the wall of the defense, and that'll be out for Delaware Rising's first corner kick of the evening. So while they're setting up, if you missed out on their last match against Greater Columbus, it was a really exciting match. I'll continue here in a second as the corner kick is swung into the middle low, and it'll be out for a Delaware throw-in. But if you missed the last match against Greater Columbus, Delaware came away with a 1-0 victory after a 90th minute goal from Colin McComb. That came after a very long, lots of action, very chippy game. So Delaware was glad to come away with a win. Ooh! Ooh! Shot into the middle, and it's in the goal. That is a goal for Delaware Rising. I did not quite see who got the goal. But either way, it is 1-0 Delaware Rising. Glad to see we didn't have to wait until the 90th minute for a goal, but we're glad to have it. So another Delaware Rising substitution, number 8. Evan Scott coming on to replace number 47, Mason Morris. Greater Columbus will start play back up again. It is 1-0 Delaware Rising. As soon as I figure out who scored the goal, I will let you know and give you an update. But either way, it's 1-0 Delaware Rising. So Columbus has a throw-in right at midfield. We're glad to see an early goal. Hopefully that can build some momentum for the rest of the game. 24. So since I wasn't able to see it earlier, it looks like it was number 24, Landon Kuhn, who scored that goal. It was a bit of a pinball play coming in, so it was kind of hard to see, but it sounds like it was Landon Kuhn who got the goal. That is his first goal of the season. Columbus passing it back, seeing if they can make something happen. Pass out into space. Pass into the middle. Picked up by Delaware and kicked over the touchline for a Greater Columbus throw-in. So we appreciate everybody watching the stream. It's always glad to see. Looks like we have 20 people watching so far, so we're glad to see it on top of the very nice turnout tonight, especially for as warm as it is. Looks like we have, I'd say probably about 70 people out watching your Delaware Rising. Hopefully coming away with another victory. Throw in for Greater Columbus, deep into the middle. Picked up, and Columbus corner kick. Another one. Corner kick comes in, swung into the middle of the box, got a head on it, but it'll be out for a goal kick. So another set piece chance for Greater Columbus, but they cannot convert, which is what we like to see. So if you've missed the last couple of matches, it's been a hot second since we've been at home, but Delaware managed to have some ones across the board. They had a win, a draw, and a loss. So they won against Greater Columbus about 3 weeks ago, I think. Traveled up to Stark County, and unfortunately came away with a 3-2 loss there. And then this past weekend, traveled up to Berlin, Ohio, to play Team Volpine for the second time this season, and came away with a 1-1 draw. There was another goal from Colin McComb, same man, to get the game-winning goal against Greater Columbus. So we'll look to hopefully we can see if Colin can get another goal today, add to his already impressive tally. Kuhn coming forward with the ball. Faces a bit of a challenge from the defender. Ball is knocked out, and that'll be a Delaware Rising throw-in. Just on the touchline side of the flag, so it'll be almost as close to a corner kick as you can get. Short throw. Ooh! And that will be a penalty. That's a foul inside the box. Rough tackle. Greater Columbus players are not happy about it, as you can well imagine. But that will be a penalty shot upcoming for Delaware Rising. Just entering the 19th minute of play. So if you're tuning in for the first time, we do play 2 45-minute halves. There is a running clock, so there's no stoppage unless the ref... oh, my mistake. They did not call a penalty. It's a free kick. Free kick into the middle. The shot, and it's a goal. Another Delaware Rising goal. Delaware Rising goal for number 8. Number 8, Evan Scott. And very quickly into the first half, it is a 2-0 Delaware Rising lead. Some great attacking moves for Delaware Rising so far, and it has absolutely paid dividends. It's 2-0 already. Greater Columbus will start back up. Pass into the middle. We'll see if Delaware Rising can keep up the intensity. They've played well so far, which is the hallmark of their last game against Greater Columbus. Their defense had probably about the best performance they've had all season. They played absolutely stellar defensive soccer, and that was a major way for Delaware. That set up the win for Delaware. The ball crossed over to the far side of the field. Schwalek tries to keep it in. Cross into the middle of the box. Not quite out of danger yet. Shot into the arm of Masters. No trouble there. Columbus has had a few dangerous chances so far. That one no trouble for Masters as he punts it out into midfield. Bit of a scrum. Ball comes up to the foot of the Columbus player, back to the defender. Some good pressure from Delaware Rising, picked off. Number 12 up to number 24. Ooh, he gets bodied. Steals it. Oh. The ref calls a foul. So that was a foul on Kuhn. The ball will be coming the other way. Free kick from about the 20-yard line. Back into some space. Pass forward. Ball picked up by the Delaware Rising midfield. Back to the defender, Barrett, up to Kuhn. Ooh, can't quite get his foot on it. Pass forward, that is onside. Ooh, good job by Masters to come up and knock that one away. Good play. Coming back the other way, see if Delaware can counter. Manivolowski up, can't quite get to it. Bit of a back and forth in the midfield. Number 3 drops it back to number 15. Number 15 holding the ball. Passes it back. Who passes it right back to him. Up to number 6. Ball forward. Ooh, that's a dangerous play, and Masters comes up and plays it wonderfully. Crossover. He's missing his man. So that'll be out for a Greater Columbus throw-in. Substitution for Greater Columbus. Number 7 coming off for, looks like number 13. There'll be a throw-in for Columbus. Pass the ball forward. Picked up by Delaware Rising. Back to Owens. Passes it back to Masters. See where Masters will go with it. Passes it out to Schwalik. Schwalik carries the ball forward, up into the middle. Up to Barrett. Passes it in the middle. Didn't quite hit his man. That'll go to Greater Columbus. Pass the ball back. Columbus coming up the far side. Tries to pass the ball forward. That'll be out for a Columbus throw-in. Into about the 25th minute, so just past the halfway point of the first half. That ball is out for another throw-in. It's the Greater Columbus player out to chase down his own ball. So if you or someone you know would like to come volunteer to be a ball boy or a ball girl, it would be greatly appreciated. Always love to have as many volunteers as we can. It's part of what makes the game day experience so great, is the support of other fans like myself and like everyone else. So whether you just come out to watch a game or if you come out and volunteer in some form or fashion, we'd love to have you. So that'll be a Greater Columbus setting up for a free kick just outside of the box on the far side. Set up near the line of the end zone, if you can see. Ball low into the middle, knocked away by the defense. Another pass into the middle. Player gets a head on it, foot on the ball. And once again, another save by Masters. Once again, no trouble at all. Masters, quick out pass up to number 16, Miller. Miller carrying the ball forward. Pass the ball up to Manivolowski, who can't quite keep a foot on it. That'll go back to Greater Columbus. Columbus out past to 17. Pass forward, back to 17. Bit of a give and go. Ooh, good body. Good fight from Seth Barrett, and good job by Nathan Schwalik to knock that ball out of danger. The ball came through the middle. Bit of a dangerous spot, but glad to see him knock it away. We have a couple of substitutions for Delaware. Number 7, Jeremy Hermiller coming on. for, looks like, Nick Manivolovsky. Then number 47, Mason Morris, coming on for looks like Evan White coming off. Evan Scott, sorry. Number eight, Evan Scott coming off. Throw in for Greater Columbus. Ball into the middle. Knocked away by Masters. Cleared out of danger. Ball pops over his head. Bit of some chippy play there in the middle as Columbus picks it back up. Ball taken out. Good defensive play by Nick Schwalik once again. Ooh. Play coming up the side. Hermiller can't quite get to the ball as the keeper comes out, kicks that one out, and that'll be a Columbus throw-in. So another substitution for Delaware. Evan Scott coming back on after a short break, coming on for number that's all right. Greater Columbus with the ball, trying to move it forward. Pass back. Delaware trying to put a little bit of pressure on. Already have 2 goals. Ooh, pass is picked off. But number 12. Ooh. Colin McComb with a good pickoff. Tried to get a shot on, but ultimately blocked, and that'll be out for a Delaware Rising corner kick. Or Delaware Rising throw in as the ball is punched into the middle. Ooh, nearly another good chance for Delaware, but can't quite convert this time. Ball's over the touchline. Might be for a Delaware Rising throw-in. And that's what it will be. Quick restart of play. Pass in the middle. Pass back to Barrett. Barrett passes it. Ooh, picked off by Greater Columbus. It's coming the other way, and the ball's out for a Delaware Rising throw-in. Bit of a back and forth here for the last couple of moments. Delaware throws the ball back in. More back and forth. Number 3, Max Deckup gets the ball. Ooh, nearly picked off again. Columbus fighting to move the ball forward. Ball's out for a Greater Columbus throw-in. So we are just about at the, just at about 30 minutes. We're taking a short break for a hydration break just because with as hot as it is, we want to make sure everyone's staying as safe as possible, making sure that everyone's staying hydrated. The last thing we want is someone to be hurt, somebody to be dehydrated. So we'll have our have a water break here in the So we're taking just a short break to give everyone a chance to hydrate. So while we have a bit of a moment, just a couple of quick recaps from previous weeks. As I mentioned, since our last home game, Delaware is 1-1-1 with a win, a draw, and a loss. So this past weekend they They played to a tough 1-1 draw against Team Volpine. Like I said, that was played up in Berlin, Ohio. Colin McComb got a goal, and Landon Kuhn got an assist. The previous week, like I said, they unfortunately came away with a 3-2 loss to Stark County. But they lost 3-2, but had a goal from Cody Lumby with an assist from Jeremy Hermiller. Jeremy Hermiller also got his own name on the score sheet with a goal. And then the previous week was their last matchup against Greater Columbus, which, as I mentioned earlier, Delaware came away with a very exciting win off of a late 90-minute goal from Colin McComb, also assisted by Cody Lumby. So off to a good start so far. Delaware up 2-0. Just about to get back underway. See us through to the end of the first half. See what Delaware can do with the rest of the time. Playing very well so far against the best team in the league. Fortunate enough to get a win against the best team in the league, and we'd love to have another one today. Still have plenty of time though, so we'll see what happens. Greater Columbus goalkeeper puts the ball back in play. Ball kind of has some eyes as it sees its way into the Delaware Rising half, and it's just dumped off for a Greater Columbus throw-in. Do the best I can to get you a view of the whole field. Kind of get into the corners. They can be a little bit hard to see just from the angles as Delaware gets the ball back out into the middle. Tries to put a pass forward for Manivolovsky. Can't quite get to it. Picked up by Delaware Rising. Oh, a bit of a miscommunication, but no harm done. Delaware keeps the ball. Back to Ryland Owens. Owens will pass it back to Masters. It seems like Delaware didn't quite like the setup that they had, so they'll just pass it back and try again. Masters out to Kuhn. Heads it up in the air into no man's land. Picked up by Greater Columbus. Ball forward. Ooh, a chip. A chip by number 24 over the head of Masters, and that will cut the lead to 1. It's not going to be an easy match, that's for sure. But see if Delaware can respond in kind. Ryland Owens has the ball. Passes it up to number 10, Worley. Back to number 25, Josh Albright. Forward to the keeper. Seems content to hold on to the ball. He will punt it forward to get the Greater Columbus offense started back up. Head backwards. Out over the touchline for a Greater Columbus throw-in. Long throw-in into the middle. Knocked away by the defense. Pass forward, can't quite get to the Rising player. Columbus will set up once again. Pass forward, but no trouble for Masters. Masters will hold on to the ball. Senses the danger from the Greater Columbus player, if you can call it danger, and picks up the ball, carries it to the front of the box and punts it forward into the middle. Delaware. Ooh. Foul called on Columbus. Manivolovsky taking a tough hit. That'll set up a Delaware Rising free kick at about the 40-yard line. Starts it up. Deckup with some fancy footwork. Passes it out to Kuhn. Faces some danger. Back up to Deckup. Ooh. Foul called on Deckup, and that'll go back to Greater Columbus. So they will take a free kick down in the corner. Seems like he's setting up for a looks like he wanted to take a quick kick. Didn't quite get it. Seems content to push it forward. Good job by Barrett to get in front of that one, and that's out for a Columbus throw-in. Quick high throw-in. Barrett heads it forward into the middle. Into the middle for Celiscar. Some more back and forth. That'll be out for a Rising throw-in. Throw in from Schwalik. Back to Barrett, back to Masters. Back up to Barrett. Back up to Schwalik. Schwalik carries it. Barrett. Back to Masters again. Masters kicks it forward. Delaware Rising substitution number 22, Eddie Conrad. And number 6, Alex Brown coming on for, looks like Nate Schwalik and Delaware coming forward. Kuhn has the ball. Passes it over to number 47, Morris. Ooh. That call is offside. Delaware couldn't quite stay onside. Another good look. Some substitutions for Greater Columbus. Number 3 coming off. Number 8 coming on. Columbus kicks it forward, right to the Delaware player's foot. Passes back to Owens. Owens up to Kuhn. Kuhn fighting with a couple of defenders. Ball knocked out. Quick throw from Delaware. Ooh. Pass in the middle. Number 9, Manivolovsky up, and the keeper comes up and catches that one to stifle any chance that Delaware would have had. Punts the ball forward again. Pass forward, and that'll be another Columbus throw-in. just about 4 minutes and some stoppage time until the end of the first half, as Columbus puts that one into the middle. Ooh, dangerous ball up. It looks like that was another offside call. So Delaware start play up. Masters up to Ryland Owens. Bit of a heavy pass. Delaware manages to keep control. Kuhn over to 25. Cross back over to Kuhn. Kuhn. So to answer your question about the score overlay, unfortunately, I do not think we have a score overlay that's necessarily built into YouTube. But if you can see, we do have the home scoreboard. It is working. Currently, the score is 2-1 Delaware Rising. I'll do my best to make sure I continue showing the scoreboard as often as possible, and I'll give you score updates as much as I can. So the ball comes back. That'll be a throw-in for Delaware. Bit of a fight on the sideline. That'll be a Delaware throw-in. Owens will come up. Throwing into the middle. Ooh, to the foot of the Columbus player. Over to number 24. Through ball into the middle. Masters comes up. No problem there. It's never a bad thing to see a keeper who doesn't mind coming up, playing the ball. Can be a little bit dangerous, but you like to see a guy with some confidence. Ooh. And that's a yellow card issued to Delaware. Looks like that was number 17, John Seliskar, picking up the first yellow card of the match. Just about a minute and a half and some stoppage time left before the end of the first half. The referee has not given a signal of how much stoppage time there will be, but I imagine it's been a pretty clean half, so I imagine there won't be more than maybe a couple of minutes. Ball into the middle. Like the attempt, didn't have no real danger at all. Didn't come anywhere close to the net. Heard somebody cheer that the field goal was good. If we were playing a different kind of football, it would have been 3 points, but it's not what we're playing, so it counts for nothing, which is good news for us. Masters is coming up, setting up for the goal kick. Played forward, bit of a short kick, up to Owens. Owens tries to make a kick on it. Some choice words from Coach Treadway. Oh, thanks. So we are now into the 45th minute. So we are just a couple of minutes of stoppage time away from the end of the first half. Some choice words from Treadway for the referee. He didn't quite like that play against Delaware Rising. Seemed to think that there should have been a card or something a little more than just your run-of-the-mill foul. But it looks like there was a maybe a little bit of dangerous play. Have to see exactly what was going on. I kind of missed that just with the trying to stop the clock at 45 minutes. Columbus trying to push the ball forward. Delaware trying to put some pressure on. Punches the ball forward. Past Owens, it's coming back. Masters will come up and take it himself. Seems content to try and run out the rest of the clock. Take this game to halftime. Didn't quite see how much stoppage time was announced. But if Columbus isn't going to come up and put some pressure on, bit of a no man's land situation, and that'll be it for the first half. About the least amount of action you can have to end a half, as Masters got the ball back onto his own feet and just was content to just run out the clock for the last 30 seconds or so, and the ref was more than willing to let him have it. So at the end of the first half, score is 2-1 in favor of Delaware Rising. We got 45 more minutes coming up. So stay tuned. I will be back in just a few moments. So I missed, what was going on? What was that foul at the end?
Yeah, it was a foul off the ball.
Okay.
So I think they were discussing it was a yellow or a red.
Okay.
Or just a yellow.
So was it just a yellow? Okay.
Yep, it was. All right, fan, welcome to halftime. We have an exciting match on our hands, as you can clearly see. But until the action resumes, we have a little entertainment. First, if you were inspired by the play of our rising squad and want to rep the gear, head over to the merch table near the entrance. If you're facing the field, it is toward the right. Get yourself something nice. There's also water, because it is hot. Now, it is time for our halftime entertainment. I believe we have Madison, if I remember her name correctly, and if not, I apologize. But we'll be attempting to score from the 18, hitting the crossbar. Now, I will ask my lovely wife to snag 3 of our soccer balls, meet us out at the 18. We'll get this show on the road. So, of course, what is exciting about this halftime entertainment is that our contestant will have 3 chances to kick one of those soccer balls and hit the 18, hit the crossbar, excuse me. And if she does so, they will win a Delaware Rising jersey and $100. And the $100 is courtesy of Derek Smith of Keller Williams, Greater Columbus. Derek, we appreciate you for making this a little bit more spicy. And as you see, our contestant and my wife Rachel walking on the track.
Absolutely have to practice.
And yes, we have 3 soccer balls in the bag, just to the left. Yeah, you got it, girl. Didn't know that's my wife? She's pretty cool. Yeah, she's cute. That's right. And I was chatting with Madison before the game, and she was a little hesitant to do this because she said she's not necessarily a soccer player by nature. However, She stepped up and said, yo, $100 on the line, let's do it. And again, they will be making their way out to the 18. That black line out there, she'll have 3 attempts to strike one of those soccer balls and hit the crossbar. And here we go. A good start, a good start. Got the ball in the air, that's always the first test. Okay, now she's figured out the power, there we go. She's got the air and the power. This is it. Oh, and a good strike, at least to win in the goal. Nice stuff. Well, Madison, nice work. And you'll still get a Delaware Rising t-shirt to rep the team. You can see actually my wife and my mother at the merch table. They'll get you all suited up. And a lovely showing for Madison, so again, we appreciate her for being our halftime entertainment. Before we get our main event underway, we want to say thank you to our sponsors who made this 2022 season possible. You'll see Derek Smith of Keller Williams Greater Columbus on the front of our kits, of course, Andrew's House on the back, and Reflections on the sleeve. Thank you to all 3 of those sponsors for supporting our club in more ways than one. We really appreciate all of you. We do have sponsorship opportunities available for the remainder of this season, but for next. So reach out if you'd like to support your local soccer club and generate some buzz about your business. And this is new. If you are not a business but want to support the club, a great free way to do that is by shopping on Amazon Smile and selecting Delaware Rising Football Club as your charity of choice. It's the same as shopping on Amazon, but when people make purchases on Amazon Smile, Amazon actually donates a portion of that purchase to charity. Of course, Delaware Rising being a nonprofit, you can select us, but there are also a lot of other great charities out there, so it's a great way to give back to a charity that you want to support in general. But now I will toss it back down to our referees to get the second half underway when they so desire. You're killing it. Good stuff, man. I've been hearing you. It's awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, dude.
We were trying to get the clock stopped, and I missed kind of like the whole thing of what was going on.
Oh yeah. Just a foul like off the ball.
Right.
So the ball was gone. Some dude hit one of our players. He's lucky to see yellow, in my opinion, because the ball was not even close.
Right. So welcome back. If you haven't gone anywhere, thanks for sticking around for the halftime entertainment. Just a couple of updates real quick. I misspoke towards the end of that first half. That been a rough play right towards the end of the first half. I was mistaken. There actually was a yellow card handed out. There was a bit of rough play off of the ball. So there was a player for Columbus who did receive a yellow card. Probably was lucky he did not get a red card, just based on the run of the play and where he was in accordance with the ball. But either way, there was a yellow card passed out to Columbus, Greater Columbus. The other short update before we get the second half started, if you want to continue getting your Delaware Rising fix, this evening at 8 p.m., our Delaware Rising esports team, our Rocket League team, is facing off against Grand Canyon University. And you can check that out on the Delaware Rising Twitch page, which is Twitch TV/Delaware Rising, I think is the link. And I think this evening they're also doing a player hangout after the game is over. So in the team Discord server, after their match against Grand Canyon United finishes up, they will be having a just kind of a player hangout. You know, you can talk to the different esports players. I know I saw Great, who was in the chat earlier. He's one of the members of the esports team. So if you see him leaving comments in the chat, make sure to wish them all good luck this evening. And if you have any interest in, watching some good Rocket League action, feel free to tune into the Delaware Rising Twitch page tonight at 8 p.m. So Delaware Rising will look to improve to 3-0. They had a match last Tuesday at 8 p.m. against the University of Michigan out of Flint. Played a very solid set of games against a very difficult and very tough opponent, and came away with a 4-2 win in a best-of-7 series to improve to 2-0. So, like I said, this evening they're playing Grand Canyon United. They'll look to continue their winning ways, and we wish them all the best of luck. So, tune in to the Twitch stream at 8 p.m. if you so choose. There's nothing wrong with having a bit of double barrel action with watching the Delaware Rising soccer team and the Delaware Rising Rocket League team play at the same time. So that'll be starting here in probably about 15 minutes or so. It is about 7:45 by my watch. So check them out, give them some support. Looks like we're starting to line up for the start of the second half. So we've got about 45 more minutes to go. Would love to see Delaware tack on a couple more goals of insurance. But if they continue to play, the way that they have so far, you like to think that their chances are pretty good that they can come away with a win today. But we won't count our eggs before they hatch. So we've still got 45 minutes. So let's play. Let's hope for some from hard-played soccer, some safe soccer. Great to answer your question. The Greater Columbus FC scored the most recent goal. So Delaware was up 2-0. Gave up a goal. I want to say about the 33rd minute, something like that. It was right after the hydration break in the first half. And that's what carried us into the end of the first half. So, one notable sub to start the second half. I think if you can see on the bench, it looks like Colin Masters is starting the second half on the bench, so it means Connor Sexton is taking over in goal. Connor Sexton was voted the man of the match this past Saturday against Team Volpine. Came up with a dozen saves. That's 12, count them. En route to a 1-1 draw with Team Volpine. Greater Columbus player tries to chip the ball over the defender's head. Seth Barrett says, no, thank you. Colin McComb coming up. Passes it out. Delaware trying to set something up. Ooh, tries to put the ball in the middle. Can't quite find his man. Good through ball. Oh! Ooh. A good look. Good look from Delaware to start the second half. Seems like McComb probably could have had a foot on it, but it makes you wonder maybe if he thought he was offside. Would have been close. But Greater Columbus will start things back up with a goal kick. Kicks the ball forward to about midfield. Into a small field of Delaware players. Delaware will pick it up. Ryland Owens over into no man's land to Kuhn. Kuhn tries to put the ball forward in the middle. No one home. Picked up very easily by the Columbus keeper. Punts the ball forward. Goes a little further this time. Owens picks the ball up again. Coming forward. Ooh, bit of a give and go. To Manavlovsky, back over to the outside, into the middle. Ooh, knocked away by the keeper. And another offside call. Some good, strong looks from Delaware Rising so far to start the second half. Looking to pick up the momentum going into the second half. This game there is a little bit of a personal side to this match. If you listen to our previous match against Greater Columbus, you might have heard that there are quite a few Greater Columbus or former Delaware Rising players playing for Greater Columbus. So even though this is only the second matchup between the two teams, you could say they are very familiar with each other. So it's a lot of pride at stake for both teams. Unfortunately, round one went way of the home team, so we'd love to see round two go the same way. It's a bit of a back and forth. The ball is knocked out for a Columbus throw-in. Great, to answer your question, I honestly, I can't tell you why they left to go form their own team. Maybe they couldn't handle the excitement of playing in Delaware. Wanted to go play under dimmer lights in Columbus. You'll have to ask Andrew or Nick their opinions, and they can probably tell you a lot better than I can. Delaware Rising throw-in. Ryland Owens forward. Schwalk out to Morris. Morris loses it just a little bit. Back and forth. Foul called on Delaware Rising. Here's some of the displeasure coming from the home side. Didn't necessarily like that call, but it is what it is. Columbus will be taking a free kick from just about midfield. Strong kick into the box. Good job by the Columbus forward to stay onside. Still fighting. Good fight from the defense. Making it difficult for Columbus for sure. Ryland takes a strong ball. Hopefully off the side and not off his head. But that'll be out for a Greater Columbus corner kick, their first of the half. Just about 6 minutes into the second half. So Delaware's had some good chances so far. First real test on defense coming up. Corner kick swung into the middle, knocked away, and see if Delaware can see what they can do on the counter. Got a lot of open space. Ooh, good pass forward to Manilovsky. Lots of open space. Way to stay onside. Pulls it back over to Kuhn. Kuhn, content to let it go through. Tries to find number 10, find number 10, Evan Worley. Ooh. Tries to clear it. Ball still ping-ponging around, and that is a Delaware Rising goal. Third goal of the day. Great start. Great start. That is a goal for number 9, Nate Manilovsky. Scored in the 52nd minute. Third goal of the evening. Good pressure from Delaware. Had some good looks to start the second half, and it finally pays off. No room to breathe, though. Still have lots and lots of time. Would like to see him add at least a couple more. Rub some salt in the wound. Crossed over to the far side of the field. Fed out to the end. Put into the middle. Morris punts it away. Out of bounds for a Columbus throw-in. Columbus will quickly start things back up. Pushes the ball forward. Right to the defender. Morris seems like he couldn't quite decide what to do with it. Loses it. Some fancy footwork. Some good moves from number 12. Right into a field of Delaware defenders. Morris finally gets the ball back. Knocks it away. Not quite completely out of danger yet, but at least cleared for the moment. And an offside call. Delaware Rising substitution number 3. Max Deckup coming on for number 3. Deckup coming on for, looks like, might be number 19, Robbie Comstock. Sexton kicks the ball forward up to Morris. Worley, good job poking it up to McCombs. Ooh, that'll be a foul. Foul called on number 22. He knew it. Delaware tried to get a quick kick up, take advantage of the uneven numbers, but the ref puts a stop to that. Delaware will take a free kick from about the 39-yard line. Taken by Worley into the box. Picked up easily by the keeper, who quickly punts it forward. Good stop by Schwalik to prevent the man advance, or to great. I will do my best. I will hold that goal call for as long as I possibly can. I brought multiple water bottles with me today because of how hot it is, so I can hold that goal call for a long time. Sexton taking the free kick. Pushes it forward. Quick foul called. Looks like it will continue Delaware's way as there is a substitution. Evan Scott coming on for number, looks like might be Morris, number 47. Mason Morris coming off, getting a much-needed break. So Delaware set up on the 30-yard line now for another free kick. This time, Kuhn will be kicking it in. Short kick. Headed around. Ooh. And an offside call. Some late drama in the play after the ref called for the offside. Guys butting heads a little bit. Ultimately, nothing much comes of it. Just some stern warnings from the ref. Delaware Rising gets it. Kuhn passes it forward. Ooh, can't quite get his man, but Columbus can't quite pick it up. Ooh, good look. Good look from McComb. Can't get it on goal, but that'll be out for a Delaware corner kick. Their first corner kick of the half. Ball into the middle, right to the keeper. Like the thought process to try and directly test the keeper. That ultimately doesn't quite work out. That'll be a foul called against Greater Columbus. Just coming back by way of the good guys. Foul was called further up. Guess not. So a foul against Delaware Rising. So Columbus will take the free kick. Punches it up right to Delaware again. Oh, Kuhn tries to pass into no man's land once again. Columbus pushing up. Delaware trying to get back. Takes a shot through the uprights again. Once again, still doesn't count. That'll be out for a goal kick. So if you can see the scoreboard, I don't know if you can read it, but the score is still 3-1. Goal early in the second half, about 7 minutes or so into the second half, from Nick Manivolovsky. Gave Delaware their 2-goal lead back, and that's where we stand. Delaware trying to push the ball up. McComb up to Evan Scott. Scott puts the ball in on goal. No trouble for the keeper. Had to back up a little bit, but ultimately he catches it with no issue. Punts it forward. Oh. Scott takes a fall. Up to Worley. Worley over to Deckup. Deckup out to Manivolovsky. Manivolovsky up to Worley. Worley back into Deckup. Oh. No foul called. Bit of shoving between Deckup and one of the Columbus players. Ultimately looks like it will be a goal kick. Until things are getting a little bit testy between each of these teams. As I mentioned earlier, there is some history between these teams. Like I said, the first matchup was very hotly contested. Deckup takes a hard hit. The Columbus player will take a yellow card for that one. Here, Coach Treadway letting the refs and the other team know his feelings about what's going on. Trying to protect his players. Definitely has a lot of passion, which is a good thing to see. I'd like to see a coach who isn't afraid to stand up for his players, isn't afraid to make sure that everything's being kept safe. That's ultimately the most important thing. Winning games and being competitive is nice and everything, but as long as everybody goes home safe at the end of the day, that's really all you can ask for. As Delaware tries to push the ball forward, Kuhn making a bit of a run, getting into a bit of a scrum with the Columbus defender. Ultimately, that'll be a yellow card. Yellow card called, it looks like, on Kuhn. On Landon Kuhn. And Columbus will have a free kick from inside their own box. Into the 64th minute so far, still score of 3-1. Columbus will start the play back up. Good pressure from Delaware so far. McComb coming up, trying to maybe force the keeper into a bad pass. Doesn't quite work out that time. Schwalik trying to push the ball forward. Ryland Owens gets a good foot on the ball and pushes it forward. Columbus defender knocks it from danger. Ryan Miller with the ball in the middle. Passes it forward to Kuhn. Ball punched up in the air to the foot of a Columbus defender. Evan Scott takes a bit of a tumble. No call from the ref. It'll just be out for a throw-in. Good spot for a Delaware throw-in. Which will come after our second. Oh, never mind. Quick throw-in. Thought there was going to be a hydration break, but it might not be there yet. Another shot from Kuhn. Not quite there. Keeper, no trouble to keep it. Huh. Punt forward. Back to Delaware, who knocks it back towards the Columbus side. Ball goes out, and that'll be out for a Columbus throw-in. Delaware Rising substitution number 47, Mason Morris, coming back on. Looks like it'll be Evan Scott. Nope. Evan Worley coming off. Columbus will start it back up. Ball's out for another Columbus throw-in. Substitution for Columbus, number 18 coming on. Didn't quite see who came off. Throw in. Columbus will start things back up as they try and set something up to move the ball forward. Pass intercepted by Delaware. Kuhn getting the ball through the middle, trying to footwork his way out of danger. Passes it up to Evan Scott. Evan Scott tries to do the same thing. Footwork his way out of some danger. Ooh, nice back pass. Manilovsky swinging the ball into the middle. Knocked away. See if it goes out for a throw-in, and it will. It'll go Delaware's way. Looks like Decup will take the throw. He backs up, takes a long throw, but right into the hands of the keeper. Keeper throws it out real quick. Bit of a wide throw. Knocked out by Delaware. That'll be a Columbus throw-in. A couple more substitutions coming on for Columbus. Not surprised to see a lot of guys cycling on and off the field. As warm as it was about 93 degrees when the game started. Might have cooled down a little bit just with some more of the shade coming in. About a third of the field is now covered with shadows as opposed to almost none of it when we started the game. So it is cooling off a little bit. By the time, we will probably not be fully in shadow by the time the game's over. We have about 22 minutes and some change until the final whistle. As Delaware gets it started back up. Kuhn passes it back to Barrett. Barrett out to Morris. Morris gets tripped, and that'll be a foul. Delaware will keep possession. Set up with a free kick. It's been a lot more action on the offensive side of the field for Delaware, which is always a good thing to see, especially with a tough opponent like Columbus, who can score, and they can score in bunches. Delaware punches the ball forward, up and into the arms of the keeper. Once again, no trouble. Punts it forward. Ultimately kind of a bad kick, as it'll go back to Delaware. Some substitutions again for Delaware. Lumbee, Seliskar, and Jeremy Hermiller will come on. Decup, McComb, and someone else will come off. Pass back to the keeper. A little bit of back and forth between the keeper. Hermiller trying to put some pressure on him to try and force an errant pass. Maybe give Delaware a quick chance to turn things around. It's a good fight, good fight. Ball forward. Seth Barrett can't quite get to it. Punches it forward from the deep. Oh, a good cross for Columbus. Ultimately for naught. Went across the face of the goal. Could not quite get the final touch that they needed. And good news for Delaware Rising is it's just out for. It'll be just out for a corner kick, maybe? Goal kick? A lot of jawing between the sidelines and some players on the field. Not quite sure what's going on. Can maybe start to sense some of the frustration from Columbus. Down 3-1. Delaware will start it back up. Evan Scott, good push off. Jeremy Hermiller out to Kuhn. Kuhn, back pass. Some back and forth through the midfield. Nobody can really get a good good solid chance on it. Some physical football, physical soccer, whatever your fancy is. Still back and forth between the midfield. Good block. Can't quite get the guys forward that they would like. Morris and Hermiller trying to make something happen, and the Columbus player got forward, ultimately called offside. Now is the hydration break. So we'll be back in a couple of minutes. Give the guys a chance to hydrate. Get ready for the final stretch. We have about 18 minutes. We're in the 72nd minute. So you can expect to see Columbus probably start trying to mix things up a little bit to try and get a little more pressure, see if they can get this game a little bit closer, make it a little bit more manageable. I'd like to hope that the Delaware back line is up to the challenge. They've stood tall so far. Just about 18 more minutes to go. So scroll over just so you can see the scoreboard if it's clear. If it's not, the score is still 3-1. It's an early second half goal, 52nd minute from Nick Manivolovsky. Few goals in the first half, 2 from Delaware, 1 from Columbus. So that puts us at 3-1. Kyle, I like that idea. If we can get a matchup between Columbus and Delaware, we can call it I think calling it the Cap City Derby would absolutely be great. We'll see if we can make something happen. Maybe a few years out from that, but I like the idea. Columbus trying to put some pressure on. Delaware's got guys back. Swings the ball out. Ooh. Tries to put another shot on goal. Ultimately, over and out, no trouble. Once again. So that'll be a goal kick. If you haven't been able to keep up with the standings, you'll be happy to know that this game does have playoff implications. Delaware, with their tie last week and a win against Columbus, and if this result holds out, this will go a long way towards helping Delaware get into a playoff spot. I'm not entirely certain what the what the playoff picture looks like. I'm not certain how many teams get in or some of the nuances, if you will. But ultimately, a good performance through the rest of the game tonight will go a long way towards helping Delaware make another playoff berth for their second year in a row. Delaware lining up for a free kick after a foul from Columbus. Knocks the ball forward off the free kick, ultimately straight into the arms of the keeper. Okay, thank you, Anthony. Yep, it's the top 2 teams from each division, so I'm not quite sure if Delaware's that close yet. I haven't had a chance to really look at all the standings, but either way, a win tonight will go a long way towards helping them put them in a much better spot for a playoff berth. But enough talk about outside the game things as play keeps kind of going back and forth. Columbus passes it back. Columbus trying to set something up, trying to make something happen. Still is a little bit of time, but they are definitely running short. So Delaware it seems like they're starting to put a lot more guys back, trying to play a lot more defense, play a lot more defensively to try and prevent anything from getting over their heads. Good save from Connor Sexton. I don't know if that'll go as a save, but either way, a good stop from Sexton. He'll throw the ball out to Deckup. Deckup out to Lumby. Lumby will pass it out to Brown. Worley back up to Deckup. Can't quite get a foot on it. That'll go back to Columbus. Crosses the ball, switches it. Delaware pushing the ball forward. Deckup. Pass forward. Pass forward to White. Into the arms of the keeper. And that'll put an end to that offensive attack. Punts the ball forward to the Delaware player. Right back to Columbus. Knocks the ball out of bounds for a Delaware throw. Handful of substitutions. Manilovsky, Kuhn, Miller, and McComb all coming on. Seliskar, Hermiller, Deckup, and Deckup, Schwalik, and Morris coming off. Another Delaware throw-in. It was a quick in and out. Ryland Owens tries to turn things around for Delaware. Some chippy pinball type play through the middle. Good job by the back line to tie up the attacking player. Tries to play it forward, try and get the counterattack going. Player falls down, looking for a call, doesn't get it. Quick restart. Things moving a little bit more fast-paced now on both sides of the ball. Columbus trying to make something happen. Gets called for offside again. Just can't do that. More subs for Delaware. Evan Scott coming on. Nathan Schwalik coming back on. Sexton kicks it forward. Miller loses the ball on his foot. Into the middle, Schwalik. No trouble there. Delaware trying to play a little bit of keep away, trying to set up a move forward to try and get another late goal. Just inside the 10-minute mark. Got about 10 minutes and some change left. Once I know how much stoppage time there is, I will let you know. Another ball forward. Sexton comes up, knocks it away. No trouble there. Coming out to make a play. No sense in letting the ball come to you. Quick stoppages. There's a couple of substitutions. Nick Manivolovsky will come back on. And it looks like Alex Brown will come off. Yeah, Anthony, I didn't quite get a starting lineup or a full lineup for Columbus, so I'm not entirely sure who they're missing or how many players they're missing, but I'm not complaining. You play with the guys that you have, and if it pays, if it pays out for us, then who am I to complain? Columbus throws it into the middle. Nobody home. A couple of Delaware players, but they just let it go. Rolls all the way out to the other side of the box. Tries to cross it in. It's deflected to the top of the 18. To Manivolovsky. A lot of pushing and shoving through the middle there. Worley will pick up the errant pass. Delaware setting things up. Starting to play a little more conservatively, start to waste some time. Try and run out this clock. Absolutely, Anthony. 3 points is 3 points. We take what we can get. A rough challenge against Delaware, but no call. No foul call there. Couple of Delaware subs. Number 6 and number 3 coming on. Owens and Lumby coming off. Owens out for the first time today. Ball's out for a throw-in. It'll be a Columbus throw-in. Short throw. Some good man-on-man coverage for Delaware. Pushes it forward out to the outside. McComb tries to keep it in. He can't quite keep it in. Takes a good shot. Takes a good shot. Ultimately doesn't count. But McComb get a little bit of a reprimand from the referee for possibly wasting some time. It'll be a throw-in for Columbus. Long throw forward. Schwalik. No trouble there. Ball back into some deep no man's land. Manivolofsky coming up to challenge. Columbus player gets out of it. Quick foul called on Delaware, so that'll move forward. Manivolofsky, good block, but ultimately the keeper picks it up without any trouble. Punts it forward. You can definitely tell Columbus is starting to just pull almost what you'd call a Hail Mary. Just punting the ball forward and just hoping for something good. Switches the play into a couple of Delaware defenders. Nothing going there. Back it out, try again. Pass is picked off by Colin McComb. Ooh. It's a foul called on Schwalik. They'll give him a yellow card. Yes, Kyle, I absolutely agree. It is good to see Delaware playing with some intensity. It's not to say that they haven't up to this point, but for as hard as they've played, you'd hope that some of the results would have gone a little more our way, but it's glad to see that some of the pieces are starting to come together. Hopefully for some good things going now through the end of the season. About a minute and a half left, plus whatever stoppage time the ref sees fit. Ball crossed into the middle. Sexton manages to knock the ball away. Good stop by the Delaware defense. A couple of Columbus players calling for a handball on Delaware. Nothing going there. It'll be a Delaware throw-in. Evan Scott throws it into Deckup. Colin McComb comes up the side. McComb brings it back towards the middle, swings it in to the outside. That is an offside call. I've had a lot of offside calls today on both sides of the ball. It's worked out. Hasn't come back to bite us too often, but you'd like to see both teams, like to see guys playing with a little more discipline. Got to make sure you're watching, making sure that you're not playing offside. So we are now into stoppage time. We have hit the 90th minute. So now we are playing at the mercy of the ref's watch. Delaware score update still up 3-1 off of that early goal in the second half. But Delaware has held strong. Delaware trying to argue position of where the throw-in should come from. A long throw to the foot of the Columbus player. Ultimately knocked back. Manivolofsky tried to knock the ball forward through his man, but couldn't quite get there. Columbus puts a shot forward. Ultimately, no trouble. That'll be a corner kick for Columbus. Must have deflected off of a Delaware player because Sexton, the keeper, didn't touch it. but it'll be a quick corner kick into the middle, punched out by Sexton. Good job by him to come up and make that play. Foul called against Manavolovsky, or to Manavolovsky. That'll be a Delaware ball. Should just be a few more moments. Maybe just time for one or two more attacks on either side of the ball. Up to Evan Scott. Ball's turned over. Evan picks it up again. Over the top. Oh, the keeper comes forward to kick it away to prevent another goal from Delaware. Columbus coming up. Nothing doing there. Brown contains it and knocks it away. Punted forward. Bit of a back and forth amongst the Columbus players, trying to make something happen. And another offside call. Well, today was one of those days. If you didn't understand the soccer offside rule, you're getting a lot of examples. Rewatch the tape and try and learn more about it. Columbus players, looks like a Columbus player's down. I didn't quite see what happened. Play a restart. Just a few more moments, you have to think. I didn't quite hear how much stoppage time there was, but have to imagine we're getting close to the end. Good slide tackle by Brown to knock the ball out. That'll be a Columbus throw-in. As time dwindles down. Delaware still up 3-1. A long throw into the box, headed away by Barrett. Columbus takes a couple of shots. Ball didn't quite go out. Another, stop me if you've heard this, another offside call. Sexton kicks the ball forward, and that will do it. Delaware Rising coming away again with another victory. They win in the season series against Greater Columbus with a 3-1 victory today. Absolutely great, an absolutely great game, good game, GG, what have you. So a couple of final notes before I sign off. I want to appreciate everybody for tuning into the stream. I appreciate you. Listening to me for an hour and a half, 2 hours. We appreciate the support that you have for Delaware Rising by supporting us however you possibly can. Schedule update. The next game will be this coming Saturday, June 25th at 1 p.m. against the City of Ohio Soccer Club. So that game will be starting at 1 p.m. So so make sure to come out and support the team or watch the stream. We'll be here. Either way, come out and support the team. So that's Saturday at 1 p.m. against the City of Ohio SC. So thank you once again for tuning in for Delaware Rising. This is Daniel White signing off. Have a good night. Drive home safely. Get some sleep. Stay cool. Take care.
Right on our YouTube channel, you can still share us on from the comfort of your couch. Thank you again to all the fans for your support. We all really appreciate you and the reason that we use this.